guys? So today I will be changing the inner and outer wheel bearing, the drum, the cap, and the reason why I'm doing that is because my wheel bearings have gone bad. As you can hear, they're starting to make a lot of noise on both sides of the rear axle. So here's the parts I bought: my drum with new lug nuts, inner bearing, outer bearing, grease, my seal, cap. So now just using a screwdriver, I will take my cap off. Alright, so this is the lock nut I have to take off. And here's the pin that secures it. So I just pull that one off and I'm able to remove that lock nut. Here's the outer bearing. Yeah, it looks pretty screwed up. And these here I will be reusing. That's why I put them on the side. Look at that seal. Yeah, these bearings were fucked. And even the brakes, I think I'm gonna have to go buy some because this is worse than what I thought. Man, look at my brakes. I didn't even know they were this bad. This is terrible. They're not even functional. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go to the trailer place right now and I'm gonna go buy 2 of these. I'm pretty sure the other side's the exact same way. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the brakes. And the brakes are holded down by 5 bolts and screws. So I've only had this trailer for about a year and a half, and to be honest, I never checked the brakes, but I can tell that the previous owner didn't change them in a while. These must be at least 3-4 years old. The way they look, they're beat up. They're not even straight. They're like bent. It looks like the axles were bent or something. It has no padding. It was eating up the metal. Cut the wires and the brakes come off. So So I'm gonna go ahead and change everything, even these little bolts right here, so all of it can be new. Alright, so I just got back from the trailer place and I bought the new brakes already. This is the left hand side, you can see it right there. The other one, I have it on that side. I even went ahead and got the locking nut, washer, and the pin, a new one, so I don't use the old stuff. And here's the bolts and nuts to secure the brakes. So let's go ahead and install those right now. The first thing I'll be doing is hammering the new bolts in here. There's 5 bolts. There's the first one. Second one. So now that all the bolts are back on it, I can now put my brakes back on. Put my brakes in. Alright, so the brakes are secured now, and I can continue with installing the rest of the parts. Alright, so now what I have to do, I have to pack this bearing with grease, put it in there, and then I'll add the seal. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. Now the best way to pack a bearing is to get out the grease through the back right here, and you can do it in a motion like this. And the way you'll find out when there's grease getting in there, it'll start to come over here on the top. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it right here. So now that the inner wheel bearing is in place, I have to put my seal. This one goes on top of it right here. So just by touching it, you can feel when it's sitting evenly and it's ready to go. So before I continue, I'm gonna add a grease fitting to my axle. So that way I can grease it constantly. And that should be good to go. So I ran out of gloves, guys, so I'll be getting my hands dirty now. So the outer wheel bearing is in there now. Alright, so now all I gotta do is place my washer in there. Grab my locking nut. So here it is. I already secured it with the pin, but I was not able to use the new locking nuts I bought because, as you can see, they're a little bit different than the other ones, so the pin did not go through. But this side's ready to go, and I'll just have to put my cap on. So here's everything, so I can do the other side, and it's just the exact same procedure that we did on the other one. So thank you for watching.